Screen is visible. Screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we will start with the unit number 3, right? Verilog modules for the combinational logic designs. So again, what is this Verilog now? So in unit number first, we have discussed and we have talked about different hardware description languages, right? So in that we have studied VHDL, right? And unit number 1 and 2, in that both units we have studied and even we have designed, we have written a code in the VHDL language. That is one part. But only VHDL is the hardware language available? No, there are many more, right? VHDL is there, Verilog is there, System Verilog is there, right? Most popularly, these three HDL languages are being used for the purpose of digital design. So VHDL we have covered. Now in this unit, we are going to study this new language, new HDL language known as Verilog, right? कुठल्या HDL लँग्वेजेस आहेत अवेलेबल? VHDL आहे, Verilog आहे, सिस्टीम Verilog आहे. त्यापैकी VHDL आपण शिकली. आता ह्या युनिट मध्ये आपण कुठली लँग्वेज शिकणार आहे? Verilog, right? So in this unit we are going to study the Verilog. And again, as you know, whenever any language, that any software language, maybe that may be a C, Python, anything, or many HDL language, any HDL language, if you want to study, first of all you have to study its data types, data objects, right? Same thing, different statements, different commands used in that language. It may have some reserved keywords also, as Verilog is much similar to the C, right? In C language, I hope you have understood, there are some reserved keywords that you cannot use in the programming. बरोबर आहे का नाही? सी मध्ये असे काही कीवर्ड्स आहेत की जे तुम्ही प्रोग्राम मध्ये यूज करू शकता का? नाही करू शकत. There are some reserved keywords. Similarly, in case of this Verilog also, there are some reserved keywords that you cannot use in the programming, or that you cannot use while writing a program, right? So the thing that you need to remember is Verilog hardware description language is one of the most commonly used HDL, right? And it is used by the integrated circuit designers, right? Whenever you want to design a particular IC, integrated circuit, a chip, this language is most commonly used. It doesn't mean that there is no use of VHDL, no, right? See, a very clear difference is what you know. In case of uh, America or the USA, it mostly prefers the Verilog. But in case of UK, United Kingdom, they prefer the VHDL. This is the only difference. But both languages are equally important and equally, what we can say, efficient for the integrated circuit design. दोन्ही लँग्वेज तेवढ्याच इक्वली इम्पॉर्टंट आहेत. द थिंग इज, some of the designers are preferring the VHDL, some of the designers are using Verilog. That is the only difference, right? And as it is the HDL, it allows the design to be simulated earlier in the design cycle in order to correct different errors or experiment with the different architectures. That is this facility is available in the VHDL also. In case of VHDL also, you can test, or you can rectify the errors, or you can have the different experimental approach while designing particular architecture or digital architecture, right? So this Verilog can be used to describe designs at 4 different level of abstraction. Okay, in case of VHDL you have only 3 level of abstraction, but in case of Verilog you can have the 4 level of abstractions. So you can uh, look into the algorithmic level. Yes, it is possible. Register transfer level, RTL, it is also possible. Then gate level and switch level. So basically this fourth one, switch level, is possible in only this Verilog. Okay, rest of the three, algorithmic level, register transfer level and gate level, it is possible in VHDL also. But the case is that switch level, that means you can even see at the micro level how that entire circuitry is made up of using MOSFETs, MOS transistors. Again, as a part of this, you may aware of even you go for any digital gate or any digital circuitry, the basic building block is the MOSFET, right? Basic building block is the MOSFET. You can have the your NAND gate by using MOSFET. You can have the multiplexer by using different gates, and again the gates are made up of MOSFET. That means what? The initially or at the root level stage, you can say that any digital design is made up of MOSFETs, right? So Verilog offers this fourth level of abstraction, that is the switch level. That means this switch, the you can see the entire design made up of MOSFET, only transistor, only MOS transistors, right? So this is about the Verilog. So in this, if we talk about now this Verilog language, there are two types of codes mostly in the HDL. First one is a structural code, right? What is this structural code? It is a verbal writing diagram without storage. And the next one is the procedural code. Okay, what is this? In this procedural, which is used for the circuit with storage or as an convenient way to write conditional logic. That means in case of this, structural is nothing but your combinational design, and procedural is nothing but your sequential design. Means what? There is involvement of some storing element or some storage. So this is about this Verilog HDL, structural and procedural. These two types or these two categories are there in this Verilog. Structural is nothing but what you can say, it is without storage. It is without storage, and procedural, it is with storage. That means there is involvement of some memory element, right? So it is all about the this Verilog HDL. Now we will start with the next beat of this unit is the lexical tokens. Okay, see, now you have to look into this unit as a in a very, what we can say, a near normal manner, as you are studying a new language. You are studying a न्यू लँग्वेज, दॅट इज अ व्हेरिलॉग. बरोबर आहे. त्यामुळे आता व्हीएचडीएल मध्ये काय शिकलेलो त्याची इथे कंपॅरिझन असं नाही करता येणार तुम्हाला. सी शी तुम्ही कम्पेअर करू शकता, बिकॉज दे आर हँड इन हँड, व्हेरिलॉग अँड सी. ओके, बट in case of VHDL, it is two way different. Okay, so look into this unit as a very what we can say, with new mindset that you are learning a new language. Okay, so lexical tokens. Hmm, 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 hmm. आम, आ- आमच्या डिव्हिजन मध्ये फक्त लॅगिंगला EMFT आहे, बाकी कोण घेणार? आमचा एसएम 6:05 मध्ये सुद्धा संपतोय. तसं पाहता मॅडमना एक विचारून बघा काय आहे म्हणून. प्रॅक्टिकल काढूनच टाकलेत पूर्ण. ते 4 ते 5 त्यांना घ्या म्हणून. मला 4 ते 5 नका टाकू. बघू. ओपन करा ना इथेच आता. Just wait for 2 minutes. I will continue. मॅडम न पाठवलेलं बघा. माझे एखाद दिवस 2 लेक्चर होऊ द्या, मी ते घेतो. पण मला तसं रोज उठून लेक्चर नको. मला 2 दिवस ॲज युजुअल मंगळवार, बुधवार फ्रीच ठेवा ना. किंवा आता नवीन ह्याच्यात करा ESL 3 ला टाका. मला 4 ते काय तसं नाही मॅडम. टाइम टेबल मध्ये असलं ना ते गप घेतात. ते मी सांगितलं की हे होतं. विचारत तरी जावा. मला तुम्ही फ्री कुठला दिवस ठेवलाय तुम्ही? हम्म. ठीक आहे. पण एक एक दिवस तरी फ्री ठेवलाय का प्रत्येकाला? हम्म. Okay. Then we will talk about the lexical tokens. Okay. What is this? So whenever we talk about the Verilog source text files, right, that consists of different lexical tokens. What is that? White space, then different comments, right? The exactly the way as same in the C++. Yes. So have you used different comments in a C++? Right? 2 वापरून तुम्ही कमेंट्स देत होता बघा. बरोबर आहे. त्याचा फायदा काय की त्या कंपायलेशन मध्ये कन्सिडर होत नव्हत्या. इट इज फॉर सिम्पली what we can say like this. It is shown in this example, right? Only this part will get compiled. This part is not because it is commented. Double backslash means what? The compiler will understand that this line we should not consider into a compilation. It will simply omit and it will proceed towards the next command or next line, right? So these are nothing but the lexical tokens, different white space. Okay, whatever the space that you can give between two variables or different two entities, it is called as white space. So this space separates two words and can contain spaces, tabs, new lines, new form feeds, right? Then comments, then numbers, right? Then different numbers also. So in case of Verilog, suppose you have to mention this number. Okay, 11110. It's a 5-bit number. So how you can mention 5 dash b and then its number. Okay, we are going to study this part detail in the next part of this unit. Okay, but for sake of your understanding, just simply remember this number. So 3 dash or the 3:b, that means what? It's a 3-digit binary number. And what is this? 001. In this way, you can mention any digital number in case of Verilog. The 5, comma D, right? 5 single quote D. What it means? It's a 5-bit digital number, or sorry, decimal number, and it's a 30, right? It's a 5, comma D. That means this D stands for a decimal and the number is 30. Here also 5 single quote B means what? It's a 5-bit binary number, and what is that? 11110. These are the 5 bits. Similarly, 16 single quote H, that means what? It's a 16-bit hexadecimal number, which is a 5ED4, right? Which is a 5ED4. So all these terms, spaces, comments, numbers, identifiers, operators, right? So these comes under this lexical token part. Okay, this comes under the lexical token part. Okay, now next part is a Verilog keywords. Okay, so as I told you, there are some reserved keywords in case of Verilog that you cannot use while writing a program. Verilog मध्ये असे काही रिझर्व्ड कीवर्ड्स आहेत की जे तुम्ही प्रोग्राम लिहिताना वापरू नाही शकत. दे आर रिझर्व्ड फॉर द synthesis purpose, and only while writing a code you can use that, but you cannot use in other way. In other way म्हणजे you cannot use as a name of the entity, you cannot even use as a name of some variable, signal, or constant. No, you cannot use. They are reserved. They are meant for that purpose only. You cannot use that in other places, right? So these are the some reserved keywords. Now what are these reserved keywords, or what are these reserved keywords are available in Verilog? That part I will explain right now. Okay, just wait for a minute. Okay, screen is visible. Screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you can have a look on this. These are the reserved keywords that you cannot use for the other purpose in Verilog, right? And, always, assign, attribute, begin, buff, buff if 0, buff if 1, case, CMOS, then deassign, default, defarm, disable, else, attributes. There is a huge list. Wait, then var, wire, while, week 0, week 1, right? टेबल, टास्क, स्मॉल. म्हणजे हे जे कीवर्ड्स आहेत हे तुम्ही फक्त हे प्रोग्राम मध्ये लिहू शकता. इट्स लाईक अ कमांड, राईट? हे कीवर्ड म्हणजे एक प्रकारच्या कमांड्स आहेत. हे तुम्ही दुसरीकडे कुठे नाही वापरू शकत. इट इज यू कॅन यूज इन द प्रोग्रामिंग, बट यू कॅनॉट यूज टू नेम सम अदर थिंग रादर दॅन धिस. हे तुम्ही दुसरीकडे कुठे नाही वापरू शकत. हे तुम्ही फक्त इथेच प्रोग्रामिंग साठीच वापरू शकता. सो दिस इज अबाउट द कीवर्ड्स दॅट यू कॅन यूज इन अ व्हेरिलॉग. म्हणजे एखाद्या एंटिटीचं तुम्ही फॉर एव्हर असं नाही नाव देऊ शकत. का? बिकॉज इट्स अ रिझर्व्ड कीवर्ड. यू कॅनॉट यूज दॅट. किंवा एखाद्या एंटिटीचं तुम्ही व्हॉट वी कॅन से स्मॉल असं नाही नाव देऊ शकत. वाय? बिकॉज इट्स अ रिझर्व्ड वन. नो, it's a kind of command, and you have to use that in an appropriate manner only. Okay, so this is about the reserved keyword part. Okay, so for today, we will stop here. We will continue with the next bit of this unit in the next lecture. If you have any query or doubt, you can ask me right now. कुणाला काही शंका? Okay, then we will continue in the next lecture.